Well, hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Eek Acres. This is a very important video, and I ask that all of you guys watch it in its entirety because I have a lot of information to pass on to you guys that may be helpful. And I know a lot of people already know this stuff, but I wanted to share with you guys what I'm using. Products that I have to use in case of an emergency. Now, I've been hearing today all over the internet and on YouTube, a lot of meteorologists and people that have channels based on weather like Max Velocity, Ryan Hall, y'all, different people that are always reporting on the weather. They are saying that as of next week that there is a dangerous triple-digit heat wave coming to the whole entire eastern half of the United States. I know, living here in New York for 54 years, I've never seen my area on the western end of New York State. Now, I'm not talking about New York City and down there where their heat can get a lot hotter because the city itself generates heat. But on my end of the state, I've never seen it go over 100 degrees. 100 degrees is about as hot as it's ever gotten here. Now today, it's breezy. It feels cool because we have passing rain showers and thunderstorms, and it's only 75 out. But next week, the thermometer is supposed to spike. So I wanted to talk about things I want you guys to think about. Because not only is the heat dangerous and very hard on us older folks, especially if you have underlying health issues, but the greatest threat is the power grid. Because when it gets that hot, as people that live in hot states know, it strains the power grid. But you also have to look at the population of your state versus other states. Because here in New York, we have 20 million people. Texas has like 31. Florida has 23. Arizona has over 7.5 million people in Arizona, and Arizona is a very hot desert state. So there's more people in other states than others, which puts a greater strain on the electrical grid. So when it gets really hot, I worry more about the power, because here at this house, since we've been on this property, just this year, with the hot days that we've had, we've experienced brownouts. The power didn't go completely out, but it dimmed down to where you really couldn't run anything. Nothing was working. So this is why I'm making this video, and I want to talk about some products that I think people should have. Number one, the biggest item that people should have is a power station. But I'm going to demonstrate one of many that I have in this video right here. As you guys can see, the air conditioning is running, and I have it set at 72 degrees. But this air conditioning unit is plugged in right there to the side of this AFERY 2400 watt power unit. And when I plugged it in and turned it on, this unit was already at 34% because I have not fully charged this battery bank yet. I just brought it into the room because I wanted to see, will this thing run a window air conditioning unit? And it is. So this is why you want to have things like this. If there was a power outage due to a disaster, a severe storm, a heat wave, anything that could knock out the power, you guys, for a long period of time. And right there you can see what it's putting out. And if this was charged to 100%, it takes a long time to run these down. We have a few of these in the house. So we can run a refrigerator, different appliances, fans, lights, air conditioning units, anything. So these things are powerful enough to run basically anything you can plug into it. And I highly recommend them, you guys, for when there's a power outage. And as you can see there, it is running right off of the battery bank because this is where we usually have it plugged in. And when you do have one of these power stations, whether you use the power from your house before there's a blackout or the power station itself, make sure that all your devices are fully charged. You want to make sure before something happens that everything is charging, so everything is at 100%. This is another one of those telescopic lanterns. The light goes all the way up just as high as this one. We make sure that our flashlights, our headlamps, anything that runs off of a battery bank, cell phone chargers, anything that we can plug in that's USB-C or USB-A, we make sure that it's all charged up, and we make sure that we know what these large 2400 watt battery banks will power in our home. So that way, if there is a blackout, we're prepared to know what we can do. Because downstairs in the basement, I also have those dual zone refrigerators slash freezers that companies have sent me, to where if, say, you had a power station that wouldn't generate a full size refrigerator in your house, which these will, if that weren't the case, on a smaller power station like this smaller Opez here, that we started out with, would also run a dual zone refrigerator. So that way we can keep stuff frozen and cold, because it has both the freezer and the refrigerator side. On top of that, you guys, these are some products that I recommend. Now, you guys see me review this fan by Ogre on my channel. This is a really good product. I like this one a lot. This has served us well. I gave this to my wife and she absolutely loves it. This runs off of its own lithium battery bank. So when this is fully charged up, this will keep you cool in hot weather as a personal fan to take with you anywhere that you need to go. If you didn't want to order something online and you wanted to buy something local, you can go to Home Depot and buy this fan by Ryobi. I have been using this fan for years, you guys. This is my camper van fan that I take with me when I go camping. And you can adjust it different ways. And this runs on a tool shop battery. All you do is just put it in the back and snap it in, and there it is, it's running. And it has different settings. There's high. And boy, this thing puts out some wind, you guys. I don't know if you can hear that in the video, but that puts out a high velocity of air. It's got a 2-speed switch on the back. One side's low, one side's high. And this fan is my go-to fan for when I'm camping to keep me cool in the camper. I've talked about this lantern many times on my channel over the years. I've had this little lantern right here by Streamlight. You can see the name right there, by Streamlight. I've had this little lantern for probably 6-7 years now. And it's got a little hook here that you can hang it. It's all rubberized, and it has a carabiner to hang it upside down. And the globe is also removable. So if you hang it upside down, that's all the bigger it is. So you can remove its globe. And this thing is awesome. It's all rubber. It's very rugged and tough. I've dropped this thing, and this thing has never, ever failed me. These come in multiple different sizes. This is the small size. And I absolutely love this thing. You can submerge this thing in deep water, and it'll stay lit until the batteries go dead. And on the bottom, it runs on 3 AA batteries, and you can run rechargeable batteries in this. So this is a great little light to take with you from room to room in your house. Let's say you have to go to use the bathroom. You can take this in and set it on the counter of your vanity and have a light in your bathroom or anywhere you need a good strong light. Also, a good pocket flashlight. This is by ThruNite, and this is a great little light right here. They have these in different colors. It's just like a little pocket light. One click for low, another click for high, and this thing will light up anywhere that you need a small compact flashlight to keep in your pocket. A little larger flashlight is another one by ThruNite right here. I have to put on my glasses, you guys. I can't see anything without glasses. This is the ThruNite Catapult Mini Pro right there. And this thing is super bright. A while back, you guys were asking me what flashlight was I using when I went up into the woods, whenever my wife and I would hear something walking around up there breaking sticks. This is the flashlight I use the most at night. Now, what I like about this flashlight is that when you unscrew the head of the flashlight, this is the working part of the flashlight, and inside is an 18650 battery. But what's cool about this flashlight is you can unscrew the center part of the flashlight and take it off. And then you can slip a smaller battery in here. And this one is an 18350. Right there, 18350. You put the smaller battery in here. And now when you screw the head onto the flashlight, you've got a little mini pocket flashlight. Right there. See there? And then you can ramp up the brightness on it. Low, medium, and high. So this thing will run off of 2 different size batteries. All you have to do is remove the middle barrel and swap out the batteries and go with the smaller battery. So this is a very useful tool right here to keep at the ready for a power outage. If you need a little more light, right here is another one that we like a lot. This is the ThruNite Catapult Pro right here. This one is one hell of a spotlight of a flashlight, you guys. These come in different colors. This is in desert tan. This is a flashlight I reviewed a while ago on my channel, and my wife loved it so much that I gave it to her. So this is her go-to flashlight, and it's got a nice holster to carry it in. And you can wear this thing right on your belt loop, so you'll have a go-to powerful flashlight anytime you need one. Also, headlamps for a power outage. These are very important, you guys, because the reason being is it leaves your hands free because you're wearing it on your head. This is the Wubin H1. This is my go-to headlamp. This thing is incredibly bright. It has all the settings like all your other flashlights do, and it has a secondary light right here that's more of a warm light, and then it's got your red light, and then it's got your strobe and all your different features. This also runs on an 18650. All these charged by USB-C. Another good one is by Olight. And what's cool about this headlamp, you guys, is that this flashlight detaches from its headband. So that way, if you want to use it as just a little flashlight, you can turn it on and you can go through the different modes. And this way you can walk around and just use it like if you have to look at something in your basement, if you have to go out in your garage or whatever. So this will go on the band, and then it's a quick release, and then you can have the light in your hand. So that's what I like about this. And you can see the band is right there inside, as well as the charging cable and all that. Definitely something everybody should have. Also, if you have the means to do so, when there's a power outage and you may have to sleep outside during an extreme heat wave, everybody should have a tent, so you can set it up in your yard, take your bedding and your pillows outside, and sleep outside at night where it's going to be cooler than a house that has been heated all day long and is just too hot to sleep indoors. Everybody should have a tent for emergencies, even if you're not a fan of tents. And I'm not a big fan of tents. I like to sleep in my camper van on a regular bed mattress. But if it got too hot to where I couldn't sleep in the house, having a tent, a two-man tent, is the way to go to get a good night's sleep in hot weather at nighttime. Another product I reviewed on my channel a while back is the Warm Tuyo. And this is a night vision binocular. This is what they look like. They're night vision binoculars. These binoculars record both in daytime and nighttime. It has night vision technology built into it, and these ones also record in audio. Why would you want to have something like this if there was a long-term power outage? Let's say you're living out in the country. When there's a power outage for a long period of time, people seem to get a little bit crazy. So if you need to know what's going on around your property because now your exterior lights out on your property don't work anymore, these allow you to see in the dark. And when you turn them on, that's what it looks like right there. You can record in daytime in full HD color, and at nighttime you can turn on the IR. And when you hit the IR, there's where it goes into black and white. That's for seeing at nighttime. Another nice thing I like about these ones is that when you hit this little button right here, in the dark, the buttons will light up blue so you can see what you're doing. I don't know if you can see that in the video, but you can actually turn the buttons to where they illuminate, or you can turn them off. So this way you're not fidgeting around in the dark to figure out what button does what. They actually light up. So these are a very cool set. Long press the button and then it turns off and the screen goes black. So this is a good way to check your property at night in a power outage to make sure no one is coming around on your property in the dark when your exterior lights no longer work due to a blackout. The Warm Tuyo night vision binoculars. I highly recommend these. These things are fantastic. Bridget and I use them all the time. Okay, now that you've seen some of the things that we have, and we have many, many more, make sure everything is charged and topped off to 100% capacity so it's at the ready. So when you need it, should you need it, it's going to be there for you and not let you down. I always make sure that all our stuff is fully charged so that anything that I need, it's ready to go. Because the last thing that you're going to want to have happen is to find out that you need something and don't have it. It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So these are just some items I wanted to share with you guys. I hope this helps. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.